You're listening to Counterclockwise, where we decide the best of unimportant categories. The gobbledygooker across the table from me is my favorite brother, Brandon Wise. How are you?
I'm a little spooked.
A little spooked.
I'm a little spooked. So, during our Halloween episodes, I mentioned how you got that Jason. I got it sitting on the shelf there, right? And it lights up. Okay, it's currently lit up. I never turned it on.
It's got one of those.
It's like
just like a little touch thing. It's not.
thing.
It's not a full button.
Yeah.
It's just like you tap it.
And I was in the other room the other day, and I saw this light flash, and I walked in. I was like,
"That's weird."
And it's changing colors, right? It has that option where it changes all the colors.
Yeah. Don't you have to press it a couple times to get to that option?
Yes. I go up to it to shut it off, and I'm hitting the button, and it won't even switch over.
Oh.
So
the ghost wants it to be permanent.
I finally got it. I got it switched over. It was like solid blue, solid red, solid green, and I finally got it to where it was off. And I stayed here, and I just sat there and stared at it for a minute. Didn't turn on or anything. I go back in to the next room over, and all of a sudden I see the lights flashing again. Motherfucker turned back on.
You got a persistent finger ghost.
And I realized I feel like I'm living a Friday the 13th movie in my house right now.
You think that one's going to come to life? Stab your arm or something?
I've seen weirder things happen in the movies, so I'm not going to leave it to chance.
I wouldn't put it past it. Yeah.
I'm going to just fully embrace it. And maybe we can team up like Halloween Ends.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm Tyler Wise, and up next...
I'm sorry you have to die, but a bunch of white people put on sweaters.
Ultimate Showdown, Thanksgiving edition, coming up in about 23 seconds.
Are you ready?
You are looking live.
And the cranberry sauce. This is humiliating.
So much for leftovers.
Don't tell me you're the gobbledygooker.
Hold your positions. It's a feeding frenzy.
Do your people even celebrate Thanksgiving?
Did once.
Gobble, gobble.
So I assume you saw the Guardians uniforms for next year?
When I tell you, I haven't seen anything as sexy as that in a long time.
Man, I was excited. When they said that, I'm like, oh, like my first thought was like, okay, they probably barely changed it. It's nothing. Or it's like actually kind of excited. Okay, we both like the City Connects. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, well maybe if it's something more along those lines, then okay, for sure. So I pulled it open, tried to pull up the pictures of it, and man, I was pleasantly surprised.
The alternate blue.
Oh, that's so good.
That is like 80s throwback batting, like batting practice jersey style, man. Yeah. I love it.
It was so good. I love that. I love the banding on the piping on the sleeves and the collar and everything.
I think my only complaint, and it's a minor one, and I don't even really care that much, is the red hat with the white jersey. It looks weird.
It does look weird.
I'm just used to the blue hat,
red
brim, white jersey. I guess I'm just used to that.
Yeah.
So when I see a fully, like, they used to have red hats, but that was like their like alternate cream colored jerseys back in like the mid 2000s.
Was it red with a blue bill, or was it all red?
I think it was all red.
That's what I thought. It's weird that they're completely getting rid of the all blue hat.
Yeah.
I thought that was odd. The one I'm not a fan of is the road gray with the red. Like it looks fine. Overall, it's basically the same as it is now. The only thing is they added the piping on the sleeve and the collar. I don't like it that it's red prominently. It's like red, blue, red on the piping. I wish they would have done the blue, red, blue. I just think the colors clash a little bit.
It's a little too bright for a road gray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would have looked good on the blue or the white, but
yeah. You
know what? They're minor nitpicks. I can't really complain.
Yeah, all the other ones look fine.
I'm 100% going to waste my money and buy a jersey.
I know.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's what I was thinking. Man, of course I just bought a jersey last year too, and I waited too long, and the only one they had left was a Jose Ramirez one, so I had to pay out the ass for it. So now I'm going to have to fucking break down and get one of these blue ones again.
Yep, I'll probably get the blue one, and I'll eventually get the red one.
Yeah. God, that blue one looks so good.
Oh, it does, man.
Yeah, I actually saw people complaining about it too, which I was surprised by. Well, a lot of people say it looked like a like a batting practice jersey or a spring training jersey or something like that. It's like, I mean,
It's
it
no-
does, but
it's-
like it looks like a lot of those classic jerseys.
It's no different than Pittsburgh has an alternate black where it's just the yellow, the yellow P
Yeah.
on the chest there. But
It kind of looks. It almost looks like the ones from Major League. Like
yeah,
it's that era.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of.
They said it. The C, I guess the single C. They said it was supposed to harken back to the glory days when Cleveland was good.
Did you ever see the fan concept where they created a red and white City Connect version?
Of the current City Connect, but they made it.
But they made
red
it
and
in a white and a gray and a red version of them.
I don't think I saw that, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah, they just made a mock version of them, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like they should just fully embrace these as their full-time uniforms and get a different City Connect. They were good too. I wish I would have been happy with those, but you know what? I'm happy with these two. And
Yeah, I think the excitement of the City Connect makes it hard to just completely switch over right away.
yeah,
What I would do, maybe, if I was involved in any way, maybe wait a couple of years, 4 or 5 years or something, and then kind of transition all the uniforms over to something similar to that.
Yeah.
Not just like completely take it over and just make that your primary uniform, but
Yeah.
kind of maybe use that font or use that kind of style or something and kind of blend the two. I feel like the excitement of that City Connect, you kind of got to let that kind of marinate a little bit, let that go, and then kind of make that your new one.
as much as I love the new uniforms, if you're listening, Mr. Dole, Paul Dolan, this is not an excuse not to spend money this year.
Yeah, we spent all that money on that design team.
I can accept.
redoing the jersey.
I can accept we're not going to get Juan Soto. I can accept that.
Well, the thing is, with this, they should be making more money selling these jerseys, right? They should. I'm sure they made a lot of money on the City Connects.
Just hypothetically speaking, just like fantasy booking here. You imagine if they did sign Soto? Somehow they just pulled the giant, the biggest rabbit out of their hat, and they signed Juan Soto.
And they gave them the entire team's salary.
Think about it. The team will never get sold for a higher margin
Yeah.
because they're looking to sell the team eventually. The team will never sell for a higher bid with him on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Your sales, your ticket sales are going to skyrocket. Your season ticket sales are going to skyrocket. You're going to make a buttload of money.
They're going to put you on TV all the time.
You're going to
on national TV.
Yeah, and it's nice to think about, but it's it's just not. I think Pipe Dream is too nice. It's like it's
like a straw dream. I don't know. Is the pipe dream the fact that it's tiny? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the origins of the phrase pipe dream. I was trying to think of something smaller than a pipe. It's a
the term pipe dream finds its origins in the 19th century when people would smoke opiates through a pipe. When they were high from the drugs, they would talk about the impossible dreams and ambitions which they never truly believed they would reach, therefore coining the term pipe dream. It's
like a meth dream. I don't
street
know.
street dream thing.
It's a rock dream. I don't know. So anyway, we should probably get down to business here.
Yeah.
Get to the real meat of the show here.
Yep.
And by meat, I mean turkey.
Did you know the tryptophan in the turkey makes you sleepy?
Yeah. I've heard that's not as true as we think it is, though.
I know. If you couldn't sense the sarcasm coming from my voice.
Yeah. I think it does. I can't remember. I've heard so many conflicting things. I've heard that it does kind of make you sleepy, but it's not the reason you fall asleep. It's because you ate too much. Like, I fall asleep every time I have a big meal.
Yeah. It's just another exaggerated story we all make up.
It's like, oh, the tryptophan. And everybody, I feel like everybody learned about it at the same time.
All right, Uncle Paul, what's your excuse when you fall asleep on June 16th? And what's your excuse then?
It's Father's Day. I'm allowed to sleep. You're not a father, Uncle Paul.
Is June 16th Father's Day?
It's whatever. It's probably not, actually. I don't think it would ever reach a 16th. It's like the first or second Sunday of June. I can't remember what day it is. I think it's the second Sunday, maybe?
I thought I just accidentally guessed it.
No. I was trying to think of another holiday in June. Anyway, so we're here for the Ultimate Showdown Thanksgiving edition. Mm-hmm. Do we have like a pay-per-view name? The Carve... No.
I thought WCW used to have one. They used
Thanksgiving one?
Yeah.
Isn't WWE's Survivor Series was always Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We could ask AI.
The turkey roast
You want to ask AI?
to come up with a wrestling pay-per-view title for a Thanksgiving theme.
Yeah. Thanksgiving.
Yeah. This is what artificial intelligence was made for. This right here.
Well, we got a few.
Yeah.
We got Turkey Bowl Throwdown,
Okay, that's fine.
Gravy Train Grapple,
It sounds like a match. I like that match.
I
That's a good one.
like how just straightforward this is. Full plate fights.
Yeah. The full plate fight.
Turkey Slam Showdown. Okay, I think I like this one the most. Stuffed Smackdown.
Yes, this is the ultimate showdown stuffed smackdown.
So pick your favorite. This is
Yeah.
what this one is.
Okay. So we got obviously a whole bunch of Thanksgiving themed matches.
Which was much
fights.
harder to think of than I thought it would be.
It was really tough. I kind of just want to run through. I was just sort of free associating Thanksgiving, like anything I could think of that was Thanksgiving related or tangentially related or anything. So anything I could come up with. I couldn't come up with a lot. I ended up with like the bare minimum. But here's all the other ones that didn't make the cut here. The first one, tryptophan. That I thought of Scott Pilgrim.
That's good.
I just wrote down Del Griffith. That's what the hell's his name? From Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh,
John Candy's
John Candy,
character.
yeah.
I was trying to come up with something for mac and cheese. I thought of Bernie Mac, but then I couldn't come up with anything for the other half of that. So just had Bernie Mac. The Cranberries. Maybe the Cranberries can be the they'll sing the national anthem or something. I just wrote down Plymouth Rock and the years that Plymouth existed, 1620 to 1692, Mayflower Compact, and then I was like, ooh, Plymouth, Mayflower Compact, maybe a compact car. Richard Petty drove a Plymouth Superbird. No, nothing there. Then I just wrote down football. Earlier, I was like, well, what about foods? There's got to be some food puns I can use. And then I just wrote a list of Thanksgiving foods. So, yeah, I was struggling there for a while. Eventually, I got some good ones. I got some good ones here, but it took me a bit to get there. What, do you want to hit me with some dark matches?
Yeah, I can hit you with some. As always, these are matches that are already predetermined by the person that created them because we have gotten to the show late. Tyler drove, and he's normally late for everything.
Exactly.
All right, so our first match, we have Mr. John Redcorn of King of the Hill fame
Yeah.
versus Ken Hotate of Parks and Rec fame, both played by the same actor, Jonathan Joss.
Okay.
And I'm going, it's just a normal match, normal one-on-one match.
Yeah.
I'm going with Ken Hotate. I just think John Redcord's a little too much of a hornball and a little passive. And Ken Hotate, he owns a casino, and he is very cutthroat.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Yeah. All right. Makes sense.
All right. So this one, I really struggled. Like I said, I struggled to find something. So I Googled, are there any gods of Thanksgiving?
Gods of Thanksgiving.
Like mythical gods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
While there's not anything specifically tied to Thanksgiving,
I would assume.
all right,
It's
there is a
it's
god.
an American
There is a
holiday, but
goddess.
Okay.
There is a goddess by the name of Demeter,
Yeah.
and she's the goddess of harvest and agriculture. And she presides over the
Okay.
crops, grains, food, fertility of the earth. Blah blah.
Is
blah.
there a god of like gratitude?
I don't know,
Okay.
but that's not what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So we got Demeter, goddess of harvest and agriculture, versus a local farmer in a prepare the feast match.
What?
And it's
Okay.
exactly what it sounds. You got
Yeah.
the first one to prepare a successful Thanksgiving dinner wins.
This is
I mean,
like-
and it starts from planting the seeds
all the way from
yeah.
ground zero there.
Yeah, so obviously Demeter wins because she's a goddess. She can just make the perfect food quick, blah, blah, blah.
This reminds me of that early SpongeBob episode where he is challenged, I think he's challenged by King Neptune to make Krabby Patty or make burgers, and he makes like 1 million of them all at once. And SpongeBob takes like real good care of the first one he makes, and then everybody Neptune wins, and everybody eats the burgers and they're garbage. They taste terrible. And then he's like, "What? You think this one's better?" And he eats SpongeBob's, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is heavenly." That's what I'm thinking of here. Like the farmer's gonna take nice, good care of those crops. It's gonna be a nice, great meal. Demeter's just like, bam, done. But it tastes like garbage.
No, she's a goddess, so she can make it perfect.
No, okay.
Here's my reasoning. Demeter wins. She's a goddess. She can make it perfect, quick, however she wants. A local farmer is just going to probably bitch and moan about the price of everything the entire time. And in that time, she's already made dinner 4 years over. So Demeter for the easy dark match win.
Gotcha.
I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, too, by the way. I feel like I am, but then I also feel like I'm not. So... Demeter, if you're listening, I apologize.
So, I don't know if I got this right, but I Googled God of Gratitude. And the first one I came up with was Euphrosyne. I've never heard of that one, so that's probably good that you went with Demeter instead. I guess when you're just making up stuff, you gotta just let your brain wander.
Kind of like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
These are our mythical gods.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any other dark matches? That's it? Okay. I got a few here. This one so dumb. We have a gravy boat versus a gravy train. That one ends in a draw because the boat runs aground and then the train just sinks trying to go in the water. So they both just lose. We have, I hope you remember this because this is not your cup of tea, but I have the folding chair from a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving,
okay.
The one that Snoopy fights,
yeah,
versus Kirby from the Brave Little Toaster. Kirby is the vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
That's just going with animated household objects, I guess. That one I had Kirby winning that one. He's made a little more solid materials there.
Yeah.
Although all that folding chair, he's got some moves. Anyway, so I had to settle the ultimate debate of whether to have turkey or ham for Thanksgiving. We have a turkey versus a pig. Pig wins. No real explanation for that one. That's it. And then we have a return of an old favorite from Ultimate Showdown, the Gobbledygooker versus Tom Turkey, the main Macy's Thanksgiving parade float, but he's come to life. That one's just that Tom wins that one in a pretty easy bout. Then I have this one could have been a main card fight, but it ended up being pretty lopsided. We have Miles Standish of Pilgrim fame.
The great Pilgrim lore.
We have Miles Standish versus Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns with special guest referee Miles Straw.
And Miles Straw's getting involved in that match.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had Myles Garrett taking that one pretty clean. That dude's a beast. He's going to take him down pretty quickly.
He's quite literally built like a Mack truck.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one was pretty easy. In this last one, I can't remember what his name was, but basically the killer from the Thanksgiving movie from last year.
John Carver.
John Carver is the character,
yeah.
like the mask he wears, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if that's what people refer to him as, I guess. So John Carver from Thanksgiving.
It's McDreamy.
Yeah. Versus the icon of Halloween horror, Michael Myers. Obviously, Michael Myers takes that one. He cannot die. He's evil incarnate.
You know what's funny?
You can't kill the boogeyman.
Off of that. By the way, you said boogeyman. I'm watching the Ohio State game today. You know who Caleb Downs is?
Mm-hmm.
He's like their elite safety.
Yeah.
Well, he's elite, right? The announcer kept calling him the boogeyman for no reason.
He did that multiple times.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole game. I watched like the second half, and I heard him call him at a couple, or at least once.
He's like, yeah, people call him the boogeyman. I'm like, first off, I've literally never heard anybody call him the boogeyman. And then he explained why. And he's like, well, he just, you think you got an opening, and bam, he's there. He's gonna hurt you. And I'm like, did the boogeyman ever? Is that his MO?
I guess he's just
is that
like
the boogeyman's MO?
He comes on or sneaks up behind you, I guess. I don't know. Comes out of nowhere.
But real quick, to play off your John Carver thing, the other night I was the girl I'm talking to. I was at her place when she was watching Grey's Anatomy, correct? Right?
Yeah.
And obviously McDreamy is the star of the show, and I was like, "Hey, so McDreamy here, would you believe him if he played a serial killer?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, I've got some news for you."
I feel like he was actually pretty good in that.
He was very good in that.
Yeah.
And like every story I tell her, she just kind of gives me a look like, "Are you okay?" But like in a fun-loving way, you know,
Yeah.
not nothing malicious. Just it's like, and I'm usually like, "No, I'm not," but
Yeah.
it's just fun to talk about.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. All right. So those were our dark matches. Onto our main card here. So I got an opener in the first match of the day.
Okay.
This is a fun one. This is so stupid. We have in a bushel of potatoes match.
Okay.
And I'll explain what that is in a minute.
I would hope so.
So representing sweet potatoes, we have the band Sweet. And then on the other side, their opponent, we have the cast of MASH.
Round one.
This is our opener.
That's the opener. It's fun.
Fantastic.
So I looked up. There are four main members of Sweet.
I've
think
never even heard of
primary.
this band.
You know the song "Fox on the Run," or I think they do. Is that Ballroom Blitz? I think that's them too.
I mean, I believe you.
You don't know that song?
Maybe.
Blitz, a ballroom
I'm
blitz.
going to take a moment to listen to it.
Please stand by as Brandon listens to the song Ballroom Blitz by Sweet, as we are not permitted to play the song on this channel. Thank you.
You don't know this song?
I do not know that song.
Wow. Okay. I feel like I've heard that song so many times on like classic rock radio, whatever that sound was that I just made. But anyway, Fox on the Run was in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy trailers. I think it might have been Guardians 2. Anyway, so the band Sweet, just like your classic late 70s, 80s band, a lot of hair.
Okay. You know I have to ask. Are they on cocaine?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, I mean, you heard the song. Did it seem like it?
Maybe not cocaine, but like definitely like Molly or something.
Something, yeah. So
Something very 70s.
And then for the cast of MASH, we have Hawkeye, we got Trapper John, we got Hot Lips Houlihan, and Radar. These are four representatives for MASH. Representing the russet potato side.
You know what's funny is that actually does sound like a real stable for like a WWE team.
Yeah.
Like the team
Hawkeye, Trapper, Hot Lips, and Radar.
quite literally, or like it sounds like the first round matchup for Globo Gym and dodgeball.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so bushel of potatoes match. It's kind of like an American Gladiators type of thing, where it's not really a match, like a wrestling match or a fight or anything like that. But it's it's the first to move a bushel of potatoes, their respective potato, whichever one they represent, and then you have to take those potatoes one by one and transport them across the court into another bushel, and then fill that bushel. Or actually, no, I guess you just have a bushel over here. You have like a basket over here that you got to fill, and then you just have endless potatoes on your side. And then you can use the potatoes as weapons. Like you can huck them at your opponents, and you can it's like roller derby style, tackle people and everything. But the goal ultimately is to transport these potatoes one by one across the court into this bushel over here.
Are you sure you didn't just watch an episode of Survivor?
It does sound like
because that is the first thing I thought of. Is some weird game that they had to play to win a Dr. Pepper or something.
just a big old box of rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they would use like whatever the local potato is. So it's like some weird purple potato or something.
Okay, so you got to transport the full bucket of potatoes.
Yep, one by one.
To the other side.
Yeah.
And okay. But you can go dodgeball style and you can chuck them at. So okay, if you hit them, are they do they have to sit out for 30 seconds or something before they can go back in? So they're just hit.
It's just like you can trip somebody with a potato.
So
or hit them in the noggin and then they're just
I was gonna say, so if you just hit them straight in the straight. If you hit them straight in the bag, they're gonna be out for 45 seconds.
Yeah,
so,
at least.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like the cast of MASH, they're gonna be better athletes.
Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah.
And I feel like the band Sweet, although they might give it the old college try,
yeah,
they seem like they would have noodle arms.
Yeah.
And would... Okay, I'm confused. If you have to transport all the potatoes to the other bin, why are you using those same potatoes to chuck at them?
So... Yeah, that's why I said you got an endless supply of potatoes on your side.
Those are the weapon potatoes.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay.
You got a big old a barrel of them over here, and you can use them as weapons. But ultimately, you got to get enough potatoes in the bushel to fill it up on the other side.
So the bushel potatoes, you got those are one by one. So you could grab one, and then you could fit, if you could fit 3 of the other ones in your other hand, you can at least use those and shotgun it while you're running, right?
So no, because it's all one pot. It's just one big barrel of potatoes over here.
Okay, so how many potatoes you got to get in the other bin?
You got to fill a bushel. So
okay.
I looked it up. It's about 80 to 100 potatoes.
So the bushel is a lot smaller than the bucket that has.
Yeah, you got basically an endless supply of potatoes over here. But you can only carry one at a time, even your weapon potatoes.
Okay.
So you're either transporting it over here or you're hucking it at somebody.
Okay. So that also leaves a very important thing here is you got to be strategic with it. You can't just go weapon heavy on it because then if you run out of potatoes, you're going to lose no matter what.
Yeah. So I was thinking they might try to strategize, just have whoever's the fastest or the most agile or something, have them just sprinting, hauling ass back and forth, and the other 3, or maybe have 2 people running, and the other 2 are just defense. They're just hucking potatoes at the other team.
As the cast of MASH, cover me is a big thing.
Yeah.
Cover me!
Yeah, they got to work together, good teamwork.
Yeah. I don't think it's close.
But the band's got to have that symbiotic relationship too. They got to be able to feel each other. They got to have that kind of aura together.
Well, that's why I asked if they were on drugs earlier. Because if they're on drugs, their focus is not there.
Yeah, that's true. But it also gives them the little extra something.
That's true.
They're going to be sprinting.
Well, it depends on what they're on.
Yeah. They're going to be just hauling ass. They don't care if they get pelted with a potato. I got to get that potato in the bucket.
Because it depends. If they're on cocaine or something, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But if they're on LSD, they're going to be seeing 4-headed rabbit snakes.
Yeah, that's not a great place to have a trip. With potatoes flying at you, they're going to look like they're 3 feet wide. Yeah, so
they're going to take a potato and chuck it at the host guy from Survivor. Jeff Knubel or whatever his name is.
Knubel?
I don't know. What's his name?
Probst.
Jeff Probst.
Where did that come
I
from?
don't know.
Knubel? Oh, my God. Oh, man. So are we sure it's not... who was the guy that hosted... Or I don't think he hosted. I think he was like the sideline reporter for... I think it was the first season of American Gladiators. Shoot. He was a quarterback. Joe Theismann. I always want to say Joe Namath, and I know that's not it. Joe Theismann. Yeah, I think it might have been the first season, or it might have been the first couple of seasons. He was basically like the sideline reporter for American Gladiators for some reason. I don't know. As an odd one, but anyway, so yeah, they're hucking potatoes at Joe Theismann and Jeff Knubel, whatever you said. Yeah, I think you're ultimately right. I think the Cast of Mash has the organization, the teamwork better down.
And although they're actors,
strategy,
they they had to be trained in military op.
Yeah, something
because to play their characters in that show. So I think
and especially for as long as they did.
I also they don't the band Sweet doesn't feel like they would take it seriously either.
Yeah, no.
So
yeah, too busy smoking the doobs.
Yeah, it'll take seeing one chick on the sideline and they're all gone.
Okay, are we ready?
Ding ding.
All right, you got one?
I got one here. All right. This is a battle royale, which means they all compete in one. You got to throw them over the top, right?
Gotcha.
This is going to be a Thanksgiving turn down for what match?
Round 2.
And we got two players playing double duty today.
Okay.
We got Gobbledygooker.
All right.
He was in the dark match. He's playing now.
Yeah.
The Hokey Bird, which is the Virginia Tech mascot.
Okay.
Another double feature. Tom Turkey.
Oh, okay.
We have Snoopy, just because he's a kind of part of Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only non-bird in this match.
Didn't want to put Woodstock in there?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think Woodstock. We can add him. Let's add him. You know what? He made a surprise appearance because we all thought he was hurt, and he showed up and surprised the crowd.
Oh, gotcha.
So
okay.
Woodstock.
His wing was broken.
Big Bird.
He came in, and they say his ribs are taped, but it's just on his abs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This year's Pardon Turkey.
Okay.
Reggie and Jake the Turkey from the Freebirds movie.
Oh, okay.
Gobbles from South Park. He was adopted by Timmy.
Okay.
Turkey, spelled Turkie, from Thanksgiving. He was a murderous turkey who terrorized a group of teenagers.
All right. Naturally.
Very low budget, bad horror movie.
Yep. Sounds like it. How old is that movie?
I'd have to look it up. I don't remember.
Was it like recent or like 80s or you don't know? You just found it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that one I sent you about the pumpkin. I can't remember what that one was called.
2008. And this turkey looks ooh.
Yeah, a little rough.
All right. And like I said, it's his Thanksgiving turn down for what match? Battle Royale style.
What does turn down for what have to do with it?
So it's kind of, you know what turn down for what is that song?
Yeah.
And it's like a get down kind of song. So it's kind of sort of like that. I figured we'd kind of come up with it together. Where it's basically like a dance contest most of the match.
That's not at all what I thought that was going to be. Okay.
I mean, there's wrestling involved and stuff.
It's a dance contest, but also you have to throw your opponent over the top rope.
Yeah. Because if you don't dance, you're automatically eliminated.
Oh, it's a dance off.
It's not just a who's
you can't stop dancing.
Correct.
And also
You know, when I was coming up with this match, the first thing I thought of...
What if everybody stops dancing while they're still in the ring? Is it just for whoever... Can you win without being the last person inside the ring?
I guess if everybody stops dancing, the ref wins.
What if everybody stops but one? Then that person wins?
Yep.
So you don't have to necessarily go over the top rope. There's multiple ways to be eliminated, is what you're saying.
For argument's sake, we're saying you have to be eliminated over the top rope.
But I feel like it has to be either option.
Okay, yes,
It has
either
to be,
option,
it has
but
to be,
hypothetically
you
speaking...
can both be eliminated.
Yes, you can be, but we're not all going to just stop at once. Shut up.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to understand the rules that that you can be eliminated either way.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're on the same page.
And obviously, turn down for what's playing the whole time. We just got to stick with the theme here. Okay, so just to double back on it. I'm gonna,
yeah.
There's a lot here.
Yeah, there was.
So I'll run down the list again, and I know you wanted. I think you wanted to add a couple to it. So in our Thanksgiving turn down for what Battle Royal, we have the Gobbledygooker, Hokey Bird, Tom Turkey, Snoopy, Big Bird, this year's Pardoned Turkey, Reggie and Jake from the Freebirds movie, Gobbles from South Park, Turkey from Thanksgiving, the murderous turkey, and then and that is it. And who did you want to add to the match?
My first thought, and I kind of forgot about the other one, but the first thought I had was Turkey Lurkey from Chicken Little.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Played by Don Knotts. I think I read that was his last role before he died. Don Knotts.
Of course it was. Going out in style.
Yeah.
Respect.
Okay. So we got Turkey Lurkey, and then Mayor Turkey Lurkey, by the way, and Turkey Rick from Rick and Morty. It's one of the most recent.
You know, I would know what that you're talking about if I would actually watch it. You know, it's been in my list for 3 years. I never think to watch it.
And you would like it.
I'm sure I would. I never think about it when I'm looking for stuff to watch.
I feel like it's your speed. It's right up your alley.
You know, I've been last few days I've been I continuously replay Family Guy, and I'm like I gotta find something else and that would be a good perfect thing to start. And I keep forgetting about it. And I started watching something else. I started rewatching all the scary movies.
Oh
my God. I mean, some of the stuff doesn't age well, but you know what? It's a parody movie. It's comedy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be offended by comedy. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like that stuff too. I could be like, oh, you know what? I should watch that show Ty keeps telling me to watch. And that's been in my saved list for 3 years, like I said?
Yeah.
And then I would get the references, much like Community.
Yeah. It's actually kind of similar to Community. I mean, the same creator, so that makes sense. But so there's an episode where Rick turns himself into a turkey, basically. He turns himself into a turkey so the president will pardon him for his crimes.
Fantastic. Doesn't he also turn into a pickle?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the most famous one. That's probably the most famous episode of the whole show.
He should have died in that episode then. Pickles are disgusting.
He almost does.
Damn.
That's such a funny episode. It's so good. Anyway, turkey. I'm gonna add Turkey Lurkey, Mayor Turkey Lurkey,
and
Turkey Rick. Yeah. So another question. You said Reggie and Jake from Freebirds.
Yeah.
Are they like a tag team, or is
no.
one standing on the other's shoulders, or are they separate contenders?
It's kind of like when a tag team is in the Royal Rumble together.
Yeah. So they're
gonna
team up.
They're gonna be a
not
team
really.
until it's like the Hardy Boys.
Yeah. Okay.
They're gonna be looking out for for each other, and then, we can get into it.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure they were separate contestants.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned wanting to add Woodstock in there. Is that also the case that he's a separate contestant?
Yeah. Let's add Woodstock.
I don't know how capable he's going to be since he's tiny, but
and
fun, so
he's kind of a dick, so I don't think Snoopy would look out for him.
I mean, Snoopy's kind of a dick to him too.
I know, they're just dicks to each other. So
yeah, it's like brothers.
Yeah.
So
It'd kind of be like one of those things where, hey, I can fuck with him. You can't.
yeah, exactly,
All right,
exactly.
All right, I'm on board.
So, last question, I think. Tom Turkey is gigantic. Is he that size, like the size he is in the parade, or is he?
I'm not thinking balloon size.
So, what size is he? Is he like turkey sized?
I'm thinking these are all just normal sized.
Okay, so it's that character, but just small version.
Just what
of
it would
that.
be if it was in a television show, not in a parade.
I got you.
Oh,
yeah.
I
so
got one.
about
We're gonna add
about turkey.
We're gonna
sized.
add one more.
Same size.
We're gonna add one more to this never-ending match. We're gonna add Woody Woodpecker.
Okay, so we're just going birds now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a dog in it. I don't think it really matters. But this will be the final one, promise.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have, let me count. We have 14 competitors in this match, and we have to determine, I think. Did I not write one down? You gave me a weird look.
No, I was just counting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we got 14. Yeah.
Okay. So we got to determine who's getting thrown out, what order, who's going to stop dancing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Sorry. Last question, I promise.
Yeah.
Gobbledygooker and Hokey Bird are like a dude in a costume. Are they that size or are they turkey sized?
Okay, let's
And are the ropes like a foot off the ground?
let's to make this as less complicated as possible.
Yeah.
Every animal, every character here is like cartoon character size. You know what I mean? Like,
So just
Gobbledygooker's not a guy in a suit. Neither is Hokey Bird.
okay. How tall are they? All the same height, or are they all just like kind of like proportional to what
We'll
they
shrink
should
them
be?
down to all similar heights. So like we'll take the average
Okay.
height.
So
and,
kind of like proportional, like
Yeah.
like if Hokey Bird was like
yeah,
turkey,
and then like Big Bird will be like the big show of this match.
so Big Bird's normal size.
Yeah,
Why is Big Bird normal size, but the other two are small?
because he's Big Bird. You can't shrink down a guy named Big Bird.
I mean, he could be the biggest bird of the group. He could be everybody else is 3 feet tall.
Fine, we'll
and
shrink
he's
him.
4 feet tall.
We'll shrink him down, but he's still taller than everybody.
Okay, he's still got a head on everybody.
Okay.
All right. So So the other question: Are the ropes proportional? They're not like regular adult.
Everything's
size
proportional
ropes.
to the size of the competitors.
Okay, all
Yes. Everything is proportional. Everything's equal.
All
There's no uneven. Barely Big Bird is taller than everybody. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is kind of like a miniature version of our normal top whatever episodes, our normal episodes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to narrow down 14 competitors down to 1. Okay, so you can be eliminated by not dancing.
Yeah.
Or-
That's the caveat here. It's the turn down for what battle royal.
Do you have to like continue to boogie while you're throwing your opponent over?
Okay, let's go with this. Let's go if you have 3. We'll decide 3 to 5 seconds of not dancing. You're eliminated. So you
Okay.
can stop to throw them over the ropes.
What if you're like in direct fisticuffs with somebody? Like, do you both have to dance?
Yeah.
You have to be like,
Yep.
okay, it's a tandem dance.
I mean,
at
you
that point.
you can twerk while you're punching.
get the stanky leg
Yeah,
going.
yeah. It doesn't have to be good either. As long as you're doing something,
You gotta be doing something.
you could be doing the whatever this is. I know nobody can see it, but what's that called?
Yeah,
The sprinkler.
sprinkler.
You could be doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
You could be doing the thing where you're jumping over your other leg with your one leg. I don't know,
Yeah.
the '90s style.
What do you call the little the knee thing where you do the knees and your hands cross over?
Oh, is that the that's not the Charlie Brown, is it?
no.
No, that's something in the one song,
yeah.
Mambo 5. No, wait, not Mambo 5. Oh
The
my
cha-cha
God,
slide.
Jesus Christ, I'm stupid. I'm so dumb, man. All
Uh,
right, yeah, cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the match here.
yeah, we
All
got
right.
a lot to dig through.
All right, I feel like, I feel like Woodstock's smart enough. He knows he's smaller than everybody, so he's going to get out of the ring under the ropes legally and kind of
Yeah.
hide for a little bit, right?
Yeah. He's probably the only one on here that can actually fly too.
Gobbledygooker is the biggest job.
The Woody Woodpecker can too.
Gobbledygooker is the biggest jobber in this match, so he's getting out early. I think he's first out.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
That's a good one. Snoopy's probably the best dancer, I'd say.
I would agree. He's got that advantage to him.
Is the pardoned turkey, is that literally just a turkey?
It's literally just the pardoned turkey for that year.
Okay, so we're not like giving him any kind of sentience
No,
or anything.
he's probably second out.
Okay,
That's how much of a jobber the gobbledygooker is. He's eliminated before an actual turkey.
Okay. So that would also you'd kind of throw in Gobbles from South Park too, because that's basically just a
think
cartoon version of that.
I think Gobbles and the pardoned turkey get thrown out by like Hokey Bird or Tom Turkey.
Okay.
Because they're like, I'm the official turkey of turkeying.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Turkey from Thanksgiving, I think he's too worried about killing people. He stops dancing. He's out.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like much of a dancer.
No, I think
he might take a few guys with him.
You know,
he might be eliminating some of these other guys.
I
think he's not going to last very long.
I think Turkey goes after. I think he goes after Snoopy and Woodstock. And Snoopy throws Woodstock under the bus, like behind him. Eats Woodstock. So Woodstock's just gone because he's unalived.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Then, while Snoopy's celebrating, Turkey gets Snoopy. I think he throws Snoopy over and then eats him, and then he stops dancing, so he's eliminated. It's like one of those double eliminations.
He throws him over and then eats him?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he just hop out of the ring?
Yeah.
Just gobble him up? Okay.
Yeah, well, he goes under legally, but as he's eating him, he stops dancing. So.
All right, I got you.
So
okay.
Snoopy's out, Turkey's out.
Woodstock's out also.
Woodstock's out.
Yeah.
So we got Woody Woodpecker, Turkey Lurkey, Turkey Rick.
I feel like Reggie and Jake, they're gonna be pretty solid here for a while until inevitably they start to feud.
Yeah,
and, the team breaks up.
I think they team up. I think they convince everybody to because now we're down to like half the field. So I think they team up with everybody.
You think those two are probably taking on Big Bird by themselves?
Yeah, and they finally talk everybody else into teaming up on Big Bird.
Yeah.
That means Big Bird's out.
Yeah, Big Bird. You get all.
Big Bird gets the great Khali treatment.
All 12 guys lifting a leg.
And then, yeah. So we're down to what? Turkey Lurkey, Turkey Rick, Woody Woodpecker, Reggie and Jake, Tom Turkey and Hokey Bird. All right. Yeah, we haven't really talked about Turkey Lurkey. What do you think they're doing?
Yeah, I feel like Turkey Lurkey is just focused on the dance. He's like, well, I don't want to fight anybody, and then he's like, he's just dancing in the corner.
Yeah.
So he's got that down. I feel like, but like he's just avoiding.
And I think
he's just running.
To your point, I think Woody the Woodpecker is one of those where he is skirting the rules and he's claiming his woodpecking is actually dancing.
Okay.
So he has unlimited power on that.
Yeah.
He can't stop dancing. He's just destroying the ring while he's doing it too.
Yeah, he's just pecking the boards.
I think Reggie and Jake go after Turkey Rick.
Uh-huh.
And while they're about to get Turkey Rick over, Big Bird's still pissed from being eliminated, comes in, takes out Reggie and Jake.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Annoyingly. So they're out.
Yep. I think Turkey Rick's got the brains on everybody here.
Yeah.
He's definitely the smartest one.
Yeah.
I feel like he could manipulate Tom Turkey into like joining his side and Turkey Lurkey, and they're probably the most similar physiologically here. Mm-hmm. So the real turkeys might kind of join up as like a little pseudo team.
I think before that, we get the the cliche Hokey Bird Tom Turkey because they're the biggest names in the match. We get the face off.
Yeah. Okay.
With the stare down, and as soon as they're about to fight, everybody else comes in and beats and starts beating them up.
Yeah.
Then that's when Turkey Lurkey convinces Tom Turkey to join forces against Hokey Bird. They try to get Hokey Bird out, but he's resilient. He doesn't go.
Yeah, he's probably the best athlete on the team.
He fights back, knocks down Tom Turkey. Woody Woodpecker's just in his way, still pecking.
Yeah,
Woody's out. He
I feel like he's hard to eliminate though, because he was the only one who can fly. He's like the Kofi Kingston of this
True.
match, where you just
True.
throw him over and he just
He throws him out, but he makes a miraculous save where his both feet don't hit the floor.
or he lands on his beak.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then
he
jumps.
just goes
Yeah.
back into the ring.
So now we got to figure out who gets eliminated after that. So
Oh, okay. So Hokey, what are we down to? 4? Hokey Bird, Turkey Lurkey, Turkey Rick. I thought you said Tom Turkey was eliminated.
no, it was no. They went at no. I never. I said Tom Turkey and Hokey Bird had the face off.
Okay.
And they went after Hokey Bird to eliminate him, but they had the face
so
out.
Still,
yeah.
Hokey Bird, Tom Turkey, Turkey Lurkey, Turkey
Yeah.
Rick, and Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, Turkey Lurkey's still grooving in the background.
Here's what I think happens next. I think yeah. I think Hokey and Tom Turkey, they realize they're the big players in the game, in the match.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're gonna be the mega powers right now. They go after Turkey Rick, get him out.
Yeah, he's kind of the shit heel.
Yeah. They get Turkey Rick out, and while they're going after Woody, they still can't get him. Tom Turkey turns on Hokey and gets him out.
Okay.
So Hokey's out.
So
And
Rick's out.
Rick's out.
Hokey's out.
Hokey's out.
Now we're down to Tom Turkey, Turkey Lurkey,
And Woody Woodpecker.
What's funny is the two of those were late additions,
Yeah. So now we got
and one of them's not even a turkey.
We got Turkey Lurkey who's going to try to talk Woody into teaming up, but it's just dead ears, dead air.
He talks too fast
Yeah.
for him to understand.
So Woody's still just destroying the ring at this point. So it's just a one-on-one. Turkey Lurkey, I think
he's still just trying to groove. He's trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, and he has a
get out of here, Tom.
Yeah, and Tom Turkey's getting tired. I will say that because he's not a dancer. He's getting tired. But
He's pretty big. He's probably the most rotund
Yeah.
of the group here.
There's a couple hope spots where it looks like Turkey Lurkey's getting the upset. But right as Turkey Lurkey's about to throw him out, he does the double spin, tosses Turkey out.
Yeah, gotcha.
And now we're down to
Tom Turkey.
Tom
Woody
Turkey
Woodpecker.
and Woody the Woodpecker.
Yeah. Again, Tom Turkey is he's like animatronic. Like he's like a robot almost.
Yeah, but
So he just kind of moves. But is he?
We've
did
essentially
we
turned
transform him
yeah.
into like an
Yeah.
actual living, breathing?
Yeah, like
thing?
Hokey
Okay.
Bird, and Gobbledygook, we've
So he's
eventually
not
turned-
made of metal anymore.
Correct.
So he's like made of flesh and
He's
feathers.
just another character. He's like,
But the reason I was asking is could Woody Woodpecker use his pecking
Yeah.
on him? Okay.
yeah, but he's big,
right.
and I think he can take some of that.
Yeah, he's pretty durable.
And
He's got that hat on.
yeah, and I think you know what? I think Woody scores the upset here.
You think so?
Yeah,
Is that an upset?
because he's an annoying little bastard.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking.
Because
it's either you go with the face that everybody kind of wants to win over Woody because he's been annoying the whole time.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of been stealing wins. He's gotten lucky a few times, and then he finally gets his comeuppance at the end, or
Here, you know what I think happens?
or he wins earlier just to set up the next pay-per-view.
I think what happens, Woody destroys the ring just enough because he knows what he's doing. He's not just being an idiot.
He's
He knows what
strategic about it.
he's destroying.
Carving his name into it.
Yeah, he's destroying the ring just enough to where Tom Turkey takes one wrong step, steps in like a groove that he had cut out, starts to stumble. Woody's like, bam, over the
and then takes it. Yeah.
over the top. Yeah. So I think that's your winner of the Thanksgiving turn down for what Battle Royal, Woody the Woodpecker. Ding, ding.
All right, that is part 1. We didn't realize how long we were going to be doing this. This is going to end up being a 2-parter, like a 2-day WrestleMania like they do nowadays. We just had too many matches to pack into one episode. So we hope you enjoyed part 1 as much as we love talking about birds, apparently. And you can pay that love forward by sharing this podcast with your friends and family and food fans, turkey fans, any pilgrims out there.
Turducken eaters.
Turducken eaters. That's a little spoiler for next week or tomorrow whenever we release part 2. Anyway, you can find us on Spotify, Podbean, or wherever you get your podcasts. We are on YouTube now. Woohoo!
We have a website as well.
We do have a website. You can go to there. It's counterclockwise. I think it's counterclockwise at podbean.com. I believe that's right. I just did it, and I can't remember the URL, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So don't forget to like us on your platform of choice and subscribe so you can get a notification when we drop a new episode like, I think, tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
So that's all I have to say today.
And join us whenever you feel like listening to part 2. It'll be available for us here at Counterclockwise.
And stay Brolden. For us here.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, we can get something good out of that, probably.